Evening. Uh, I wanted to show you something. I'm sure I mentioned it before, but this is about the weather. And as I mentioned before, the weather's completely modified. If you didn't know that already, well, you do now. Back in 2012 or so, I spent, well, actually after my car accident, is when I caught onto it when I was watching weather patterns. I looked into solar cycles. I studied up all the conspiracy theories. And since I was like locked to my couch, unable to move for about 3 months, well, here's just one simple proof. We're looking at the weather right now. Let me turn you around here. Okay. So, let's see here. I'm right in about here right now. But we see, so we got the storm coming here, but it's being pushed down from the north because this front line. But the curious part, see this, how all the wind has been sucked into here, right? Well, one of the towers that greatly controls the weather because the jet stream generally goes this way, that way, is here in Denver, which is up in the middle here. And so as the currents come across, then they'll transform them, and then they'll blow up and balloon as they head across the plains. And you can tell sometimes, like, you can just sit here and watch it just like come out of Denver and get wider like a funnel. Well, right here. So if we look where the NextRad towers are on this one, look, there's that tower. The number one center, the head of all of them, is right there. Where I would live next to it, next to meaning about, say 20 miles, 30 miles, there was times where I could hear the frequencies of whatever they were sending to the sky. It sounded almost identical to like a modem in your head, just like static with a click and such. Just like that. And there's nothing you could block it out with. Not pillow over your head, no nothing. And then there'd be strange ass storms where for a square mile there'd be like, hail like this big. And you drive right through it, or you walk out of it and just be like, oh, it just ended. And then walk almost like a line. One way you can tell. Well, see, here's what all the towers look like. They look like giant soccer balls. And then here's them interacting on the atmosphere. I have thousands upon thousands of things revealing that. I guess the point of this is knowing what happened in Texas and such, and that there's a hurricane going on right now in North Carolina. And whenever the weather changes, don't take it lightly. And don't think it's God's doing. There's a lot more going on than you care to know. But if you don't know, it might cost you your life. As almost 100 people lost their lives in Texas. So, that's really all I wanted to say right now. I'll probably post this tomorrow once I have some other things to post, but I'll talk to you later.